You do this to us? Turn out!
There you are. I've been looking for you. What in the 8 is going on? There was an awful commotion, and then Angoff disappeared. Really? I knew you could do it. Well, I mean, I didn't actually know you could do it, but I had a good feeling about you. Did you see the others? Relmus? Mim? I have to find them. We got into this together, and we're going to get out of here the same way. Where were you rushing off to, by the way? Oh, the reward. I'm pretty sure you don't want any part of whatever the Observer is offering. Just be careful up there, you hear me? I have a...
Accomplished the impossible. Now for your true reward. Prepare to face me.
You won't face the Observer alone. We're in this together.
I've grown weary of your interference. Begone! Annoying thing, away with you! This contest is between your better range. Off with you! How positively exciting! You have won the game that could not be won. You defied the laws of this realm. Oh, well done! Well done! Confounding, isn't it? Such is the way of things in Cold Harbor. The game goes on, and so there must always be a game master. Still, I am amazed that you managed to win the game. That should have been impossible. So, choose your reward. You won fair and square, so you may select one companion to take with you when you leave. Only one. The others must stay and continue to play the game until they can win for themselves. Now, are you ready to make your decision? As you wish, but don't take too long. I have a game to get back to. Once you've made...
Leave me. You must take the others and go. That is your only option. Look at me. I'm a monster. I deserve my fate. The others, they did nothing wrong. You came here to save them, so finish what you started. It doesn't matter. You did what I could not. You won the game. Now, take the mages and get away from here before the Observer changes the rules again.
When you make your final decision, remember the reason we all came to this dreadful realm. You must select whoever you feel will best serve you in the battles ahead. Whatever you decide, I know it will be the correct choice. Angof's power is far greater than our own. You'll need someone of his caliber at your side to defeat Molag Bal. It just makes more sense to select Angof instead of us. Think with your mind and not your heart. Angof gives you the best chance for victory. We both know that. I wish there was another way. I wish we could all walk out of this together. But Nirn is more important than a trio of mages.
What is your decision? Because the balance of the game must be maintained. If you select Angof, then the mages take his place. If you choose the mages, Angof remains as a leader in the game. You are lucky that I agreed to provide this reward at all. What? How dare you threaten me? You are lucky that I even gave you a reward at all. The balance must be maintained. The mitigated. How dare! Fine. Take them all and do not return. My master will be angry, but not as enraged as he would be if the game was permanently disrupted. Now, be gone with you.
I had friends and allies once. Companions who would never abandon me, no matter the cost. But that was before I became this monster. Enough! I must find the magic to restore my human form. I have heard rumors of such a place. We shall go there at once. And have no fear, I will make sure that your friends arrive safely. Perhaps the city will provide me more clues as to the magic I seek.
I will ensure Angof finds safe passage into the city. And do not fear him. He can be trusted. I just know it.
Molag Bal plays such cruel games with the people of his realm. To put those who have failed in their life in a never-ending battle, it's just... I don't want to think about it. I'm thankful that you saved me. What now?
What a cruel game we were forced to play. This one is just grateful that we all survived.
Stand back, foul beast, lest I slay you in no uncertain terms. Oh, it's you. Taking a stroll then, enjoying the beautiful countryside? And you're doing a smashing job of it. Jolly good. Wait a moment. Did you go through that portal? Did you meet the Observer? Jolly good. I've always wanted to play the Observer's game, but now that you've done it, I suppose there's no point, is there? I'm sure I'll find some other quest to occupy my time, so... Where were we? Why did I come here again? Brilliant! Just great. Truly, I wish I'd thought of it. Off with you then. I'll make sure everyone arrives safe and relatively sound in the Hollow City.
I hope we made the right choice by coming here. Being surrounded by all this, though, it's so overwhelming.
Why must I suffer so?
Thank you for not giving up on me back at the cliffs, even though I had already given up on myself. I was so close to just stepping off that edge.
It feels good just to be able to sit by a warm fire and read again. It's been too long, really. If anything, it's a nice distraction. Takes my mind off everything that went on back at the cliffs.
This one apologized for stabbing Julene. She didn't seem to accept it, though. This one thinks she's going to need time to forgive Mim. Mim hopes she knows that what Mim did was for her own good. To save her. This sounds strange, even to Mim, yes?
The city is coming along nicely, don't you think? I'm not sure if we would have made it this far if not for your help. Thank you.
Welcome, friend. I come... Welcome, friend. I come from a long...
reputation.
I have no reason to harm you, mortal. As long as you buy something, I'm sure we'll get along fine.
The city has been empty for so long. It's good to finally see a new customer in here. Why, this is... You know, I can't remember the name of this place. It's an imperial city, though. Or it was. Before it was pulled into this dreadful land.
To see everything so alive and full of energy pleases me greatly. It is a stark contrast to the world outside these walls. It reminds me of my time in Glenumbra, when things were better.
I'm almost sorry to be stuck inside these walls. I'd love to get out there and get into the thick of the battle. As more and more people fill the city, things are constantly changing. I can't keep up with it all. It is an exciting time, though. I just wish the fate of the world didn't hang in the balance.
Hurrade Kaderi Ta.
Enchanting requires concentration and precision, but I'm just not feeling like myself today. And with good reason. Someone left a dead skeever on my doorstep. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was that Khajiit blade merchant. She has been acting rather strange since we got here. Well, she comes around and sniffs my hair, brushes her fur up against me. She even did this thing where she bumped her forehead against mine and purred. Strange things like that. What? No. That's ridiculous, isn't it? She's kind of cute, though. Sort of like a big kitten. Maybe I'll see if she wants to join me for dinner. As long as she doesn't bring me any more dead animals.
Despite the lack of ingredients I'm used to dealing with, this desolate place isn't half bad. Nothing out of the ordinary for a lost city in Cold Harbor, but I'm not one to engage in gossip. Perhaps you should try one of the other merchants, or maybe ask around in the tavern. Despite the lack of ingredients...
I'd like to have a word with the mages who said the portal to Cold Harbor was a fine idea. We ended up scattered all over.
The choice of decor was not my own, if that's what you're wondering. It would appear that the city had its own worshippers of death. I guess even Meridia did not know everything that went on under her very nose.
even though it was a trap. I wish I had had more time to explore the library. Imagine the treasures and knowledge I could have acquired. At least Kirith managed to grab a couple of books before we left. I can't wait to start reading them.
It's good to have Raynor back here with me. I don't know what I'd do without him. Just to see him examining maps and thinking up his next device, it makes me really appreciate how far we've come.
I heard that someone released King Lelorian from the Lightless Oubliette. Oh, when I find that Stibbons, he will hear an earful from me. How dare he think he can just vanish and leave me all alone? He'll be punished severely for this. Quite severely.
For all the years I've spent researching and looking into just how the Planes of Oblivion work, I still find myself astonished at every new discovery. That library, for instance, I've never experienced a spell quite like that before.
Greetings.
I left my family back in Windhelm to come here. I hope I don't live to regret it. The legend says that Meridia herself pushed this city in the Cold Harbor and placed spells around it to keep it safe from the Lord of Brutality. But maybe he just doesn't want to.
If you want to make any final preparations or rescue any others, I recommend you take care of those tasks before you enter the cathedral.
Welcome, friend. We need to discuss the preparations for the coming assault, but I wanted to wait until you arrived. Do you have any questions before we begin? We need to end the plane meld before Nirn is destroyed. To do that, we must deal with the planar vortex. To reach the vortex, we need to cross the chasm and get through whatever defenses the Dark Lord throws at us. I fear battle is inevitable. Well said, friend. Please, hold your questions until everyone who wants to has had an opportunity to speak. After that, we can debate the details as you see fit. Attention, please. I have called you all here because the moment of destiny fast approaches. The great shackle has been destroyed, but not before a planar vortex was established. We must destroy this vortex before it sucks the very essences of Nirn into Cold Harbor. The Fighters Guild shall deal with the chasm's defenders, but blades have little power against magic.
And that's where my mages come in. Our scouts report that some kind of magical fixtures block access to the path across the chasm. Mages there already work on a way to overcome these fixtures, and we are prepared to lend our strength when the main force arrives.
A sound plan. Plays to our unique strengths. But this one wonders, what if the mages can't overcome Molag Bal's magic?
What a ridiculous question! Of course my mages can overcome this magic!
Ah, magic, the solution to all life's problems. I love magic, it's so magical.
I have absolute confidence in Vanus and his mages.
Thank you, your lordship. But to be honest with you, I'm not feeling as confident as Vanus about this.
We shall fight with all our strength. There is no other option. Lives will be lost, but hopefully a world will be saved. Know that the chasm is only the first stage of this battle. The planar vortex abides within the very heart of Molag Bal's lair.
Oh, this just gets better and better.
Darian, mind your tongue.
Darian only seeks to lighten a tense situation. Still, we have to try. To do nothing is to doom Tamriel to certain destruction.
Well, when you put it that way, there are a lot of lovely ladies that need to be saved.
Yes. Well, be that as it may, we launch our assault on the chasm immediately. The king needs to talk to the champion, and I must discuss some final details with the mages. The rest of you have your own preparations to see to, I'm sure.
It is settled. We shall cross the chasm and make our way to the planar vortex at the heart of Molag Bal's realm. Now that you know the plan, I have a special request to make of you. This mission needs a leader. I want you to lead the assault across the chasm. We have asked so much of you, and you have already accomplished the impossible. But you are one of a very small few that I would trust with this task. I knew we could count on you. You have never disappointed me. But there is so much left to do if we are going to win this war. Still, with you leading the charge, we have an excellent chance to end the plane meld and save our world. With the combined forces of the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, we must take the battle to Molag Bal and reach the portal to the planar vortex. It all starts at the chasm. Scouts are already in place, gathering information ahead of your arrival. It is a narrow, well-defended span of rock, swarming with Daedra and dominated by a gatehouse that blocks the way into Molag Bal's personal domain. Cadwell knows the region. He's a strange fellow, but I trust him. He's waiting for you at the chasm.
Well, this has my knickers in a twist. We have a perfectly fine army, but what good is it, sitting around this side of the chasm, twiddling its collective thumbs? It's rather embarrassing, if truth be told. The situation? We're well and truly flummoxed. Before we could cross the chasm, before we could confront Molag Gunda, we were stopped by a few irksome focus stones. The wee ginger mage says we need to break the stones, but good luck with that. Nothing other than the multitude of Dremora sitting on top of them. I could handle this myself, but I didn't want to make the rest of the troops sad by showing off my awesome battle skills. But you, on the other hand, they're used to that from you.
Strange knight says the oddest things. But Vanus and the king seem to trust him, so what can you do? You must be the champion that King Dinar said would lead us across the chasm. The chasm presents a formidable gauntlet of defenders and fortified installations. The first major obstacle is the portal that provides access to the chasm's upper tier. We have no chance of controlling that portal while the focus stones are active. We spotted Dremora down below. Nasty creatures. From the sophistication of the portals they're using, I expect they can also throw Zivalai, Orgrims, and even Scamps at us. A pack of Scamps can take down a lone warrior surprisingly quickly. We take control of the portal to the upper tier and push forward. We haven't been able to scout the higher region, but Cadwell claims that Molag Bal's daughter, Molag Grunda, commands the gatehouse. According to the legends, yes. She's a winged twilight. Strong, disgusting, and in charge of a small army. This won't be easy. Darian says he's gonna charm the wings right off her. I'm not sure I like what he's insinuating.
The wee ginger mage can tell you more about the focus stones. Ginger, you must try my Clanfear Haunchin pickled ginger. Exquisite. Not to brag, but I'm almost as good a cook as I am a warrior.
I'm ready to face anything, even the Dremora guarding this chasm. But Akatosh preserve me, I have a profound fear of heights.
Good show. The portal belongs to us now. Sir Darian and that lovely lizard have gone on ahead. I think he might be a bit intimidated by our prowess on the field of battle, and he's trying to compensate. Grunda's a cheeky one, and she knows we're getting close. She's summoning reinforcements faster than Darian can kill them. You'd best get to it. By all means, do you want to know how many Daedra can dance on the head of a pin? How I managed to stay so cheerful even in the most perilous of circumstances? What's my favorite color? Ask away. Molag Grunda, a large woman with wings, bit of a temper, guards the gatehouse. I hear that she's the daughter of Molag Bal, if you can believe that. He never struck me as a family man, but who am I to judge? It's my home, old chum. Has been for years. I know every wondrous nook and cranny. Beautiful place, full of fascinating creatures. Of course, they often try to kill you, but that's the challenge of it, isn't it?
Coming through to push ahead. The source of the reinforcements must be cut off. I'll scout on ahead. We need to know what we're going to face at that gatehouse.
Watch and learn, my friend. Watch and learn. Let me show you how to close a Daedric portal. One Daedric portal closed, as promised. Now that's how to do it with style.
These creatures do not frighten me. Let us close this portal. The portal is closed. We make a most effective team, my friend.
Set it ablaze!
I got the barrier down. Molag Grunder has to know we're coming. The chasm is nearly ours. I'm going to see who needs help back by the portals. Cadwell is up at the gatehouse. The two of you can deal with Molag Grunder.
I think our friends have the chasm well in hand. What say we pop in for a chat with Molag Grunder? Right, we control the rest of the chasm now, and the troops have matters well in hand. Let's go and have a sit-down with Molag Grunder. She's always good for a laugh and a song. From Grunder, rudeness, hostility, sarcasm, and most certainly a large amount of open hostility. I've no idea how she keeps house, but I imagine we'll find the usual Daedric touches that make Cold Harbor feel so warm and inviting.
I can't wait to see Molag Grunder's face when she sees us. She and I go way back, you know. Once we get inside, we cross one little bridge to reach the gatehouse. Follow me.
There's a trick to getting into the gatehouse proper, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Not to worry, though. I'm sure it will come back to me. I remember now. There's a flywheel in each of the side antechambers. We need to start them spinning to open the main door. It's all coming back to me. There's a lever across the chamber. Just give it a big tug, and that flywheel...
Eat me!
What an impressive door. Look at that craftsmanship. Remarkable. Grunder always had good taste, I have to say. I knew that would work. A word of advice. Guard your pluckables. Grunder enjoys plucking out eyes, spleens, anything pluckable, really.
Fools, I'll feast on your flesh after my little pet rips it from your bones! Tear out your hearts and serve them to my father on a silver platter!
Disappointing. Hardly worked up a sweat.
Well done! With Molar Grunda defeated, the entirety of the chasm is now under our control.
Damned blood fiend took a piece out of my arm. I got separated from my troop, and a group of blood fiends chased me. I hid in the entrance to a tomb, just to the west of here. If not for my injuries, I would have explored the place. I'm sure there's some fabulous treasures buried inside. My cousin, Netira, she knows all about tombs and ancient ruins and things like that. She spotted the name on the tomb before we got separated. Said it was an old dark elf name, Malsora's Tomb. Treasure and dark elf magic. I'd stake my name on it.
Camu crossed the chasm, with most fragrant companions by his side. This one grieves for the friends we lost today, however, and for the losses yet to come.
Maybe next time Grunder will serve a proper tea when guests arrive. I mean, social graces are simply beyond some people. What's that? Sorry, bit of a problem with the right ear ever since I had that run-in with the Titan. Rings like the bells of Cyrodiil when the weather turns. Oh, she'll be back eventually. You can't really destroy a Daedra no matter how hard you try. I wonder if Grunder likes wildflowers. I'll make sure that we have some waiting for her when she eventually recorporealizes.
While you were lollygagging, we secured the area. You did well, my friend. Thanks to your efforts, we control the chasm and can freely move troops between the Hollow City and the front lines. Take a moment to collect your thoughts, then come see me again. This gauntlet we must run is far from over. As soon as you're ready, we have another mission that could use your unique approach. Vampires. The region beyond is crawling with them. Worse, anyone we send in there is turned into one of the foul monsters. And do you see the structure that looms on the horizon? I believe that's one of Molag Bal's infamous harvest hearts. Eager and confident. I need you to collect blood from the vampires. It's an integral component in the pacification ritual I will perform. Use the blood to mark their lairs. I'll meet you near the heart when you're finished. What are you still doing here? The vampires won't bleed themselves, you know.
Ebonheart, honor.
Cruel and distasteful chore the elf has tasked you with. My children are not evil.
children.
Your lies.
Such a stubborn elf. Perhaps your companion will be more willing to listen to reason. I hope that you'll prove to be more reasonable than your companion. My offer makes perfect sense, considering the alternatives. Some call me the Crimson Matron, others the concubine of Cold Harbor. I am an elder vampire brought to this new life by Molag Bal. These are my children, but they have been enthralled by the Lord of Brutality. My children protect this orchard because Molag Bal commands it. They aren't evil. They're slaves of the Harvest Heart. Instead of destroying them, help me set them free. Imagine an army of vampires that owes the ritual the elf plans to perform will drive my children mad. But there's a better solution if you're willing to listen to reason. Molag Bal is the real enemy here. Let me help you free my children from the Dark Lord's thrall. Then we both win. I can perform my own ritual. It will destroy the Harvest Heart and set my children free. Help me accomplish this, and my children will be in your debt. They will provide you with safe passage through the orchard and aid you against Molag Bal. Of course. Take all the time you need. It's not like you're trying to save the world from Molag Bal or anything like that. Oh wait, that's exactly what you're trying to do. I shall await your decision with bated breath.
You can't seriously be considering her proposal, can you? She's a confounded vampire, for Magnus's sake! She's an elder vampire! Setting those monsters free will be like ringing the dinner bell in a Nord feast hall before the meal is ready. Her so-called children see us as food and nothing more. The only logical solution is to perform my ritual. Really? You need to consult with a monster before you agree to help the great and powerful Vanus Galerion. Oh, very well. Do what you must. I'll wait here until you reach a decision.
Have you considered I can perform my own ritual. A most wise and honorable decision. I'll follow you to the ritual sites. Protect me while I perform the ritual, and we will break Molag Bal's hold on my children. Defend me while I perform this portion of the ritual. Thank you for assisting. This portion of the ritual is complete. Defend me while I perform this portion of the ritual. Thank you for assisting me. This portion of the ritual is complete. Now we must return to the Harvest Heart. There's one more thing to do before we can destroy Molag Bal's vile monstrosity. talk to
Come.
you.
I need
must
to
explain
explain the
your
next
role in
steps to you.
stage of the ritual.
At this point, we can't afford for anything to go wrong.
The time has come to perform the ritual and destroy the Harvest Heart. My children yearn to be free. The black blood flowing from the Harvest Heart binds my children to Molag Bal. But it also gives us a connection we can take advantage of. While I provide the power to destroy the Harvest Heart, you must sever the connection to Molag Bal. Find the Lord of Schemes binding totems and destroy them. They are spaced evenly around the Harvest Heart. As each totem breaks, my children will be separated from Molag Bal, and the energy protecting the Harvest Heart will falter.
The Harvest Heart is destroyed!
The Harvest Heart has been destroyed. My children are no longer slaves to Molag Bal. Most certainly. Thanks to your efforts, my children are free. They won't give you any more trouble. And, as I promised, my children will aid you when you need it most.
Another successful mission. But we're not finished yet. Just the person I was looking for. King Dainar is rallying our forces near the Reaver Citadel. Yes. King Dainar and our forces are preparing to attack the Reaver Citadel to the north. And on my way to find you, I noticed a strange shipyard to the east and a Red Guard settlement to the west. It's Molag Bal's last line of defense before we reach his inner sanctum, and it's certainly his most powerful. The Dremora station there have turned it into a heavily fortified city. Not quite, but soon. He's waiting for you and a few of the others to meet up with him. They're gathering on the land bridge just to the north. I'm gonna head in that direction as soon as we're done here. It's the strangest sight. More shipwrecks than a shipyard, really. It was as if they just fell out of the sky. And there was an awful lot of them. Other than a massive graveyard of ships of various designs spread across the valley to the east of here? No, not really. It's Molag Bol's last sign of defense before we reach his inner sanctum.
Finish your preparations. Sithis, blind me. Be there other living mortals in this wretched waste? You're the first swab I've seen who still has meat on their bones. A whirlpool. It pulled in our ship and dropped us here. We fell right out of the sky. We went looking for the shipwrecks of the lost fleet. Never expected to find them in another world entirely. These and a few others. I sent the rest with my first mate Jalan up that canyon to investigate the nearest wreck. I'm about to leave these lovers to check out a second wreck. Anything we find will be more than we have now. We're off to search the second wreck. I'd be obliged if you could follow Jalan's wake and see what's keeping him. Bring him along to the other wreck, so's I can dress him down, dead, that is. Ask away, mate, but be quick about it. We need to move out soon. Many a year I've sailed the seas around Tamriel, but I've never seen its like. It was vast, larger than all Alton Coromant, and it spun up all sudden-like. No wonder sailors call the waters around Thras the Cursed Sea. We was searching for the shipwrecks of the All Flags fleet. Do you know the legend? Scores of ships lost at sea, each one loaded with loot. I found the log of Admiral Olo's navigator. That told me how to find the Thras archipelago, or where it used to be before it mostly sank. Olo had himself a good navigator, all right. Her directions led me right into the maw of that whirlpool. Treasure, of course. It's a legend in Alton Coromant that some of our swabs sailed in the fleet that sacked Thras. The ones who survived came home loaded with loot. If my ancestors... Aye, that'd be a fine end to our adventure. We find the Great Lost Fleet, and then we walk away from it. We lost too many crewmates finding this place. We owe it to them to do at least a little plundering before we pack it in. Many a year I've sailed the seas around Tamriel, but I've never seen its like. It was vast, larger than all Alton Coromant, and it spun up all sudden-like. No wonder sailors call the waters around Thras the Cursed Sea.
Scared me out of my pelt. At least there's flesh on your... Oh, she did she? And where were you when my crew was being killed by walking skeletons? No matter. It's just you and me now. You, me, and this door. and the door is stuck. Oh, aye, but it'll make a lot of noise. Likely to attract more of those bony swabs. Tell you what, I'll work on the door if you'll keep the bone boys off me. Deal? Meet you inside. I was starting to hope you weren't coming in. Look at all this treasure. Wait. What's happening? I feel strange. My skin. My fur. What? Ah!
Fools can't resist cursed treasure. Now you are mine to control.
Cursed, Daedra, take it. Cursed. A curse on all curses. My crew, they got excited and rushed to grab the treasure. The gold. It turned them into skeletons. Then some kind of specter appeared and ordered my own crew to attack me. I had to kill them. Curse the luck. Now we find the spook that ensorcelled my crew and destroy it. Wasting good treasure by putting a curse on it. Now that's foul play by Sithis. Aye, that I did. And I swear on the blood of me crew that spook will pay for this wicked trick.
You have come to a very bad place.
Have you come to kill us, Lizard Bones?
No, I have come to save you. Listen to me, child. Why are you here? Why have you come searching for this damned fleet of the lost? Treasure? You won't find that here. But revenge? Aye, revenge might just be possible. Find the Admiral and destroy him. He's using the ruins of the fleet to build his coral tower. He wants to reach the portal in the sky, where his slaves, his mad desires come true. There are many who wish we could rebel, but the Admiral holds the crown of bones. Molag Bal himself gave him that terrible relic. With it, the Admiral controls the cursed skeletons of the fleet. But you aren't cursed yet. I hid the final chapter of my journal in the hold of my ship, the Golden Era. It's docked at the Skeleton Village. My journal holds the key to reaching the Admiral's sanctuary.
You want to help them to Sona, eh? Fool! You can't defy the Crown of Bones. Kill them!
No, I can't. Not my own blood.
Most entertaining.
That Admiral spook, Sithis Sinkim, seems to control all the skeletons. And he did. He showed me the Admiral's control isn't absolute. Meet me at the wreck of the Golden Era, and we'll find his hidden journal.
Do a mate a favor. I'd wager a meat walker like you would like to put your hands on some treasure that ain't cursed. I could arrange that. Help me out of this mortifying predicament, mate. I'm too willful for the Admiral's crown to work on me, so he had me busted to bits and me bones thrown away. And the only thing worse than being a living skeleton is being just a talking skull. Smash up some of these weak-willed swabs and bring me a new set of bones. When I get back on my feet again, I'll reward you handsome-like with loot and all. What do you say, mate? Got me new bones yet? Oh, quick work, mate. Now pick up me skull, add it to the lot and put the whole kit and caboodle on the ground over there. I'll be doing the rest. This'll do just fine. I'm a skeleton of my words, so here, take this. I'll be off with you. I got some vengeance to bestow on them what busted me up. Now you're in for it, you weak-willed swabs.
I see your skin is still on your bones. I searched the rest of the ship, but there's no sign of the journal. Did you have better luck? Did you indeed? That be well. Let me see it. I have a plan, but it only includes me. Maybe I will at that. Let me see that journal, mate. What's this? Alton Coromont. Sithis, take it. This is naught but the ravings of a madman. Where's the secret he promised? Ah, that'll be the key that gets us into the Admiral. Or rather, you. I need you to get that crown of bones thing. I've got another task ahead of me. Oh, I do. And I've seen you in action, so I expect to get it. But the dead skeletons had mates in his crew from my village. That makes them relatives even ancestors may have. I think I can use that connection to break their bondage. Worth a try. The key must open the Admiral's coral tower. Take it, enter the tower, and kill the Admiral. As for me, it's my duty to look up me dead relatives and see what I can do to help them, even if it's only to lay them to rest.
Don't think I don't know what you're up to. Now die!
look what I found. Some long-lost relatives. The shock of seeing me has knocked them out from under the Crown's control. But it won't last. That'd be the Crown right there. What are you going to do with it, mate? That there Crown of Bones, it's cursed belike.